Yeah,
Good evening,
yeah,
ladies and
yeah.
gentlemen.
I got the news on, and Brian wants to smoke. Give it to him.
Aaron Rodgers is an official Pittsburgh Steeler.
He's lying.
Sorta.
He's lying already.
Well, I mean, he's as far as
Mhm.
I know, he's visiting the facility. Am I right?
Yeah, he's visiting, but it ain't official. You're lying already.
It's gonna happen.
We'll see.
JoJo's gonna lose his shit.
Oh, without question.
Hmm.
Without question, he's going to snap. So keep playing with him if you want to. I'm going to sit back and watch.
I'm still sore from last night. Too much dancing.
Go ahead and tell him what happened.
Oh, Luke Bryan rodeo. Then afterward at one of the committee clubs, dancing and drinking, but mainly a lot of dancing and haven't danced in a while. And
You're old.
no. It's not that I'm old. It's just that like I haven't like gone out country dancing in a very long time.
That ass is old.
I've been working, man.
We all work. That ass is old.
But anyway,
Hmm.
but yeah, like line dancing, polka, waltzing, two stepping, and cowboy boots, all man for like hours on end, and then walking around a lot. Yeah,
This is old. That ass is old.
it's out of practice.
That ass is
But
old.
I had a good time though.
Mhm.
I had a real good time.
So, what do you think about your boy sending out the daggone war plans on a text message?
Oh, I didn't look into it, but I did hear about it. I'm going. I looked at that like what?
Absolute idiocy. Uh,
Hello, Des, my fellow Sagittarian.
Des, what's good? How you doing, lady? How you doing?
No, I did not see that, but I did see it like on the. It was mentioned on the Guardian, I do believe.
Hmm.
Um, yeah, the Atlantic. The Trump administration accidentally texted me its war plans by Jeffrey Goldberg.
Absolute bona fide idiocy.
Yeah,
Absolute bona fide idiocy. Let's
yeah.
just
I'm a,
keep it
I'm
real.
I'm gonna have to read more into this article, but
Des. Thank you for coming through, lady. How you doing?
yeah. Been a minute, Des. But yeah. I mean, that's crazy. But other than that, uh,
How you on the broadcast? Don't know what to talk about. Get it talking. I gotta get up in
oh,
the.
you ready for the USFL this weekend?
Yeah, yeah.
Who's your team?
Birmingham Stallions. I called it. Birmingham
Uh,
Stallions. I called it last season. I'm sticking with it this season. Now, St. Louis keeps the squad. Rick talked.
mhm.
Rich spoke on them having a good crowd and having a good audience. I like that.
I know,
Birmingham,
man. They have like that snake of cups.
yes, and honestly, Birmingham was always taking on the expansion teams. They just got to keep attendance in the stands. St. Louis keeps attendance. I think Arlington keeps attendance as well, if I remember correctly.
Houston does as well.
Houston does as well. So yeah, I'm gonna still roll with Birmingham with
Yeah,
no problem.
we're still rolling with the Roughnecks, man.
Yeah, you got to. You got to.
Man, we that first year, thanks to COVID, if COVID did not happen, we'd have been the inaugural champions. We
The
were
original
5 and
SFL,
we were
FL, who
5 and
was
0.
yeah, yeah. I remember COVID messed everything up. Who was the original champion of the XFL and the USFL? Would be my question.
Well, I mean, before the merger, when it was just the XFL, it'd have been the Roughnecks. Now the USFL, I think it was.
We're gonna have to Google that in a minute. Let me finish sharing this out.
I'll look it up. Um,
I'm trying to put this out there real quick. I ain't gonna be up here too long. I gotta get up in the morning. Ain't no
USFL
need to worry what tomorrow's gonna bring.
2023.
It'll be all over in the morning. Oh yeah, you got invited to one of the rooms on Cantina because they watched one of our broadcasts and they like your opinions. So I'm
Oh,
yeah, I'll put it out there for you once we get finished.
oh,
Shout out
cool.
to my Cantina folks. If you are on my TikTok or my Instagram, I put some pictures out of some of the AI pics that I did while I was on Cantina. I'm actually just having fun with it. So no, I don't see myself as this, see myself as that, but I picked some characters, showed a couple aspects of what I have done in life and made some pictures off of that. So y'all check me out. Let me throw my link tree up there. Yeah, all that good stuff. Brian has wanted to come up here and he's got people to lay out, and I'm gonna sit back for a minute. So Brian, do your thing.
Okay, yeah. So yeah, it was Birmingham Stallions for
Yes.
the return of the USFL,
Right.
and then um, last season it was the Dallas Renegades for last season.
They won?
Yeah, 2024.
No, Birmingham won last season. Birmingham won the championship.
No, they won 2023.
Dallas
Wait,
did?
hang on. Wait. Hang on.
I'm gonna let Rich gonna take care of this.
Okay. Wait. Um.
And yes, people, I am sharing this out. I know people talk about I look distracted. I'm not. I put this out there. A lot of times people ask me, when do I broadcast? And then when I put it out there and they still ask me, that's how I know they ain't paying attention. So yeah, I put this out there. What y'all want to talk about? Shoot. Now.
Okay.
Now.
Okay.
Yes,
Yeah.
our old school Haps fam. Dez, we miss you. We love you with your sweet self and your keeping me straight self and my Sagittarius sister that you is. That's right. I said it. How you doing, lady?
Okay. Yeah. They won 25-0.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, my mistake.
Nah, you good. You good. We can't remember everything all the time with everything that we cover. So
Yeah.
just being honest about that. Other than that, that's the biggest thing on the news. That thing that came out where they sent a message on a Signal was the app, and they are going crazy. The Dems are calling for people's heads, and I'm gonna go ahead and say that if a Democrat would have done it, y'all would have talked smack.
Oh, that's on both sides. So
It is on both sides, but I know a bunch of Republican voters would have talked all types of smack over this. Here he goes. Go ahead. Go ahead.
no. Okay. So Saturday during the day,
Mm-hmm.
I might be going to the Roughnecks season opener, and then later in the evening, it's a SaberCats game, the Major League Rugby. They're playing against the San Diego Legion.
Okay.
Like, man.
You enjoy yourself.
Yeah, so football during the day, rugby at night. Such a good, oh man, it's a solid day. And I get paid on Friday too.
That's why you're excited. I give you that.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I give you that all day.
Get to watch nothing but foosball and hard hitting all day.
Waterboy fan, ladies and gentlemen. Waterboy fan.
Good. You caught that reference.
What else is going on? March Madness. Are you watching it?
You know I don't like basketball.
Okay.
Sorry.
We go live. We here. What do you want to talk about?
Okay. Let's see. Baseball season.
Baseball has started. Yes, baseball has started.
Yeah, they're almost done with the spring training because season starts in April. That's exciting. Who's your team? I'm sorry. I know it's the Mets.
Play if you want to.
It's the Mets.
Play if you want to.
It's kind of funny though. Like my buddy Sean, like he's all about the Jets and the Yankees, and then you guys are Jets and the Mets. And another guy I used to work with is all about the Giants and the Yankees.
Jets.
That was the one that I sent y'all that text like a year ago or a couple years ago. He's all saying like y'all ain't really New Yorkers. Because y'all aren't Yankee fan and Giants fans.
I'm not a damn Yankees fan at all. The Mets are the original team of Queens, New York. I am born in Queens, New York. I am going to be New York Mets till I die. I am going to be New York Mets till I die.
Yeah.
I'm on sports team and all sports period. That didn't start. New York Mets.
So you like the Rangers for hockey?
I tend to go with the Islanders, but I can like both. I'm not a big hockey fan, so it almost doesn't matter to me for real. Like
Okay.
basketball doesn't matter to you, hockey doesn't really matter to me for real. I'm not a hockey.
Fair. That's fair.
I'm not a hockey.
Other than
Go to
that,
Mets games, so I'm a Mets head. Shea
oh,
Stadium,
okay.
City Field now. I believe that's the Grand Central Parkway. You know, I've been out for a minute. Yes, I rode up and down that bad boy. So it is what it is. LaGuardia Airport, Flushing, you know, all that good stuff. Next to where the World's Fair used to be, all that. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
Pizza,
okay.
pretzels, Italian ices, White Castle, Nathan's, Arthur Treacher's, Chase and Carvel Trunk down the street, Mr. Softy, at the playground, Jungle Gym, you know what I'm saying? Snow, handball, flies up, apartment complexes, projects, you know what I'm saying? All that. Originally. That's why I'm original.
Big Daddy Kane. Yeah, gotcha.
Brooklyn, no. LL Cool J, Run DMC, Onyx, 50 Cent, Salt and Pepper, Sweet Tea, Stephon Marbury, Ron Artest, Queensbridge. I'm just Denzel Washington, Eddie Murphy.
Wait, Ron Artest.
Yes, he's from Queens.
Oh, that was his real name. I thought it was Meta World Peace.
You're young.
Yeah, I thought his name was Meta World Peace.
This is why he wanted to come live, ladies and gentlemen.
Okay, so man, like go shopping, like
Is that your
prices drop.
signal or mine?
Might be
Okay,
mine.
it might have been mine. Mine was acting up today too. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, I keep seeing the little things bouncing.
Yeah.
Lost connection, regain connection. I don't
Yeah,
know.
mine was doing that today too.
But I normally have a strong connection.
It's not just me. I'm flipping news channels trying to see what's on now. The weather. Did you get any of that storm last weekend?
Apparently, it had rained last night. It was kind of light in my area, but around downtown Houston, around the stadium. Apparently, they said last night it rained really, really bad last night
Gotcha.
over at the
So
stadium.
you survived.
Yeah,
It got pretty intense Saturday night. And I do mean intense, but it was kind of quick. And it might have been the weekend before, so I may be wrong because I've been kind of loopy since I had a tooth taken out. So I've been on like codeine, like
Yeah.
a baby. Actually relaxed a lot of the pain that I had in my body. So I was out. I mean, my shoulder wasn't even hurt. Big ups to codeine. Big ups to codeine for real. I normally don't take a lot of meds, but
You felt like you slept 20 hours?
no. But I slept comfortably. I had a couple of weird dreams. You know, woke up like, whew, glad I woke up. Or you have some of the dreams, you be like, you glad you woke up? Yeah, I had a couple of them.
Yeah.
What else?
Damn, I didn't even know it rained last night because I mean I had the windows open above my headboard.
Mhm.
I didn't even feel not one droplet of rain or anything like that.
Does it rain in your house when it rains?
No. I mean, well, I don't have a cover like the other two bedrooms do, but normally sometimes whenever the rain, I could feel like the mist hit the screen.
Mm-hmm.
I could feel the mist, but I didn't feel any rain
You leave
last
the
night.
window open
So
when you go to bed at night so you can feel the weather,
it was nice and cool.
even when it's raining.
Well, when it rains, I do shut it, but I did not hear the thunder. I didn't hear anything.
Alrighty.
That's why when I woke up in the morning, when I woke up this morning at 4:30, no, 5 o'clock. When I woke up this morning at 5 o'clock, I looked. By the time I got out to the truck this morning, it was all wet. I'm like, it rained last night. I mean, my pillows are dry. Everything else is dry, but I was like, my curtains are dry. I didn't feel it. I didn't hear it nor feel it. Yeah.
Alrighty then. You don't watch basketball. Nothing's on but bracketology.
So, what do you think about the Bernie AOC tour?
What about it? It's too early to be worrying about what they're doing right now. All we're trying to see is how this presidency is going to go, how politics is going to work. When we're going to get our taxes non-taxed. Random Rick is in the house. What's going on? When are we going to get our
Rick.
overtime non-taxed? Is what a lot of people.
I'm
the
hoping
money that is apparently they found and they saved and not spending that anymore is what the people want to know.
Yeah, that and plus like when everything is in the clear, when we'll be all issued out $5,000 checks.
I just said that.
Yeah, so I don't know. We'll see. I mean, there's still. I mean, hey man. I mean, look, it takes time. This is already what day
You got
60
stimulus checks in a
something.
week. It don't take that long.
All right. Well,
They voted to go to war inside of 24 hours. It don't take that long.
against Yemen.
9/11.
Oh, 9/11. Oh, yeah.
What else we got? They speak on
Um.
the SEC dropping that case against Ripple.
Oh,
Huge. Have I or have I not been harping on that since 2021?
yes, you have.
I did post an article out there. For those of you who are on my X/Twitter, it is up there.
You did advocate. You did advocate.
Easy, Random Rick. I'm not doing that. So to me, the SEC case going down. There, I did not mean to post that. Random Rick, I'm gonna get your ass. Currency market, in my opinion, and I'm not a financial expert. I'm not a financial professional. I'm not a banker. I don't know money like a bunch of folks. To me, that was the one thing holding up the cryptocurrency market. And as of right now, I see it skyrocketing. Time will tell. That is my prediction. Call it what you want. If you got money invested, you may want to check how you got it and where you got it at. Watch your numbers, all that good stuff. I'm expecting cryptocurrency to skyrocket. I've actually seen articles where they're predicting Bitcoin to go up to the millions. I don't think that's going to happen, but I don't know no better. I don't know no better.
Right.
Dogecoin wasn't supposed to be worth a damn, but it is. They even named a company after it.
Yeah, I think it's like a 22 something to change today.
Yeah. We're just going to see how that market goes. That is big news to me. The crazy text message that went out on Signal that went to a journalist who was supposed to be inside of a meeting message, idiocy.
Or was it intentional?
Not from what I saw in that message. I give you that. Not from what I saw in that message, but I mean, it's possible. But that's.
I mean, because think about it. Like Christy Nome already had two members of her team, kind of was like tattletales, and then they got apprehended for
I'm gonna be honest with you. That was blatant irresponsibility. That is a fireable offense.
Yeah, because two members were giving out tips like, "Hey, we're going to be heading over here. Run."
They arrested the dude for saying mess on a video game. This went out to a journalist on an unsecure app. You don't speak government stuff on unsecure apps, and that's what happened. And in the position he's in,
yeah,
I'm just saying, you don't even know how to buy Bitcoin. Yes, you do, because I told you more than once. We had this conversation. It's been a couple of years, so your memory may not be that bright. Not even being funny. Not even being funny. Shout out to Random Rick Reviews. Check him out on YouTube. Him and my man Riding the Frequency. Salute to the fellas. All that good stuff. Salute to my man Sunday Night Smoke, the Sunday Night Smoke podcast, doing a 12-hour broadcast. Lord have mercy.
He did 12 hours? Wow. Haps all over again.
Shout out to the good fellas. Shout out to the Passport Bros. Sunday Night Smoke did 12 hours. God have mercy. Glick done got y'all started on that craziness.
Yeah.
Glick done got y'all started on that craziness. I chopped it up with Rick the other night while you was up there do-si doing at the rodeo. We talked about X-Men 97 episode 10. We finished that up.
Yeah.
Big ups to Rick Costa. Y'all check it out. Rick Costa review of X-Men 97 on YouTube. I believe it's also on LinkedIn. I believe he's also on Twitch. I believe probably on his Facebook. Don't quote me, but definitely check his YouTube out. I'll support my man Rick. Smash the like button for him on all that good stuff. Eddie Griffin went off the other day. You got to watch that.
Oh, the NNN.
Yes,
the
Eddie Griffin, NNN. Y'all check out Eddie Griffin. He is on Radiant. Dude. Radiant is an app. You can play it uncensored, unfiltered, uncut. I got to try and broadcast on there, but I don't know how to do it. But he puts his broadcast over there. It's hilarious. This last episode was definitely hilarious. It really was. It was hilarious. Shout out to Eddie Griffin, one of the best ever.
Did you check out the latest hit the button that I sent y'all?
Watch that damn show because you.
What's wrong with hitting? Dude, hit the button is
You still
awesome.
trying to figure out what's wrong with you.
Man, I was laughing. Man, that podcast had me laughing
Oh
so
my
hard.
God.
Talking about like, am I the asshole? Because like, the guy writes like, his hours are from 10 to 5 or 10 to 6 or whatever.
Mhm.
And so he does get there at 10 o'clock, punches in at 10 o'clock, and then automatically while he's in the back room, coming out of the back room after because the time clock's in the back, automatically like the employees are playing security at the door like right at 10 o'clock because they got customers like coming in. And so the manager comes in on his lunch break asking like, "Hey, can you come in a little bit early?" He goes, "Well, if you ask my team, if you talk to my superiors to see if I come in 15 minutes early, then yeah, cool, no problem.
Uh,
But you told me 10 o'clock. I clocked in at 10 o'clock."
you crazy. Rick, do me a friend. Rick, do me a favor. Are you on Rumble? Desiree, I suggest you get Rumble too. Brian, if you're on Rumble, try and drop a comment on this broadcast. Click what's good.
Hey, what up, Glick?
I'll do it myself. I can't get nobody to pay attention around here. Anywho, I did check out Captain America: Brave New World.
So what'd you think?
I have no problem with it.
Really?
Let me elaborate based on what you said. I know we got bad reviews. Yeah, Brian is old. I know we got bad reviews. I know why. This is what I don't think people got out of there, and I'll say this for myself. I thought they did great with the story. I thought they did phenomenal with the story. And I'll tell you why. I was telling Rick this the other night. I like how they carried some of the old movies and old stories into this one.
Yeah. I had no problem with that, but I just think like Red Hulk versus Falcon.
I give you that. I give you that.
Because think about it, the strength dynamic. Because I mean, the shield could only do so much, and the thing about it is, um, he's not. He doesn't have the super soldier
He doesn't
serum.
have the super serum. That's fine. But
So how can you be putting up a fight against a Hulk?
because he's got vibranium. Sorry,
Yeah,
spoiler.
okay, but you knock it out of his hand. You know, think about it. You're a regular dude, and you're holding on to this shield with dear life. Yes, the vibranium holds, but yet it's a Hulk.
Let me get to that part. The storyline, I thought he did excellent. They brought in a couple of old characters, no spoilers. They brought in a couple of old storylines that's being carried on, no
Right.
spoilers. They brought Marvel in. All of the past generation, a lot of the
All the
previous
Sony.
storylines were brought into this one. Fight scenes weren't too bad. Flight scenes were great. Um, who Harrison Ford was, I liked how they did that. The character that he portrayed, it was a change of character. I was good with that. What he was fighting and all of that good stuff, I'm good with all that. Him fighting the Red Hulk, I give you that. But he did have the vibranium on his side, which we had never seen used against the Hulk.
Yeah.
That's just me. And this is just my opinion. I know what you were saying. I see why they had a lot of bad reviews because everybody was expecting a lot more action. This was kind of, you're looking forward to continue. Uh
Ha.
it is the end of the month. Y'all check out Nonsense. I
Yeah.
plan on
Yeah.
whipping.
You're lucky 2
I
weeks ago
plan
I was at
on
work.
whipping Clicks ass.
Yeah, you're lucky 2 weeks ago I was at work.
I plan on whipping Clicks ass on this next. But you know what? And Glick, I'm gonna go ahead and tell you this. Those were great fucking questions. I gotta give Blaze his credit. Everything's in the past. We had a great episode that night. They had
It was all action movies too, and I was like, "Oh yeah."
and what's crazy is me and Glick are serious movie
So
heads,
Sasha.
and a couple of questions had us stumped. I want to give Blaze and Jeff their credit. I want
Now,
to give
I mean, like,
Sasha, what's good?
even though
Appreciate you coming through.
I chimed in on the cheap seats and everything. I should get my points. That should be
You stop
added.
chiming in the chat. I told you don't do it because you're giving away the answer.
No, I'm participating. I couldn't get on camera, but I was like participating while I'm working. So I should have some points too. That should be added onto mine.
I said this last night. I'm gonna go ahead and throw it out there. I recommend Captain America: Brave New World. I gave it an 8 out of 10. It had a Secret Wars feeling to it. It had a Falcon Winter Soldier feeling to it. I felt that as well. If
Well,
you saw
yeah, I
Falcon
mean,
and Winter Soldier, you'll see that in as well. See a little bit of it
yeah,
in
yeah. You had
it.
Elijah Bradley. You had Elijah Bradley, the
I was
original
saying,
Captain
I was
America.
saying Isaiah.
Isaiah
When
Bradley. Yeah, Isaiah Bradley. Yeah, the original Captain America.
I didn't know that.
No, yeah. So while while all Steve Rogers was out trying to get recruited, Isaiah Bradley was part of the Tuskegee experiment.
You see what they did? You see what they did?
So
You see what they did with that, right?
yeah,
I
so
like that.
he kind of was how he ran, how he dished that program was because he went in and saved a lot of the other black platoons, rescued them from hostage. He rescued them and everything,
You
but
see what he did?
just the fact that he defied orders and everything, so he was going to get court-martialed. So he said, "Screw this, I'm out."
You see what they did with that, right?
Yeah,
I got to give them. I did not know that, so thank you for telling me that.
yeah.
Now, here's another kicker for you. Do you know who that guy really? His real name in real life? The
Mm,
guy that played Isaiah.
mm.
His real name is Carl Lumbly.
Huh.
You Google his name, you'll see what he's done in the past with a lot of cartoon characters.
Oh, he's a voiceover.
Yes, you see what they
Okay,
did with this movie. You see what I'm saying?
okay. Yeah, see, everybody was saying Captain Puerto Rico. there's no there's no lie there. There's no lie there.
This is what I got to deal with, people. This is what I got to deal with. But
Yeah.
Brian, big ups for telling me that because they throw subliminals in movies. A lot of people don't catch them all. I give
No,
you
it was
Top
part of the
Gun Maverick,
comics. It was
but I
part of the
give you Top
comics.
Gun Maverick. Remember that plane he was working on that he had personally that he flew at the end of the movie?
Mm-hmm.
You know what that plane was?
That was his dad's.
But do you know what that plane was? Outside of it being his dad's, you know what it was?
Hmm.
It's a P-51 Mustang.
Yeah.
You notice it had a red tail?
Oh,
You know what that is?
no.
Tuskegee Airmen.
Oh,
The
okay.
very first Top Gun class had a Tuskegee Airman that graduated with it.
Okay.
And they don't talk. These are the things you got to look for these days.
Okay.
These are the things. So Top Gun slid a little tribute subliminally in there. Because I kept calling
Dang.
it a P-51. So I had to Google. Somebody said something about it on TikTok, and I Googled it. I was like, oh, snap. I didn't know that.
Okay. So damn. See, that's why like I watch like new rock stars and new rock stars because those guys right there, when it comes to like particular movies, like they do deep dives, like heavy investigative deep dives.
A lot of movies got subliminals, and this is true. That's the plane in them after the foot. Really? I don't believe that. I don't know that. You probably cracking, but I'm gonna let you ride with that one. You probably. I've never heard that. I've never heard that. But I'm on your ass.
Yeah, and I mean it's crazy because a buddy of mine he didn't even know this till I told him about it. I said, yeah, I was like BMW before they got in the cars. It's like they were only popular in one thing back in Berlin, and
Which is
they were they're propeller motors for planes. So when you look at BMW, the logo, it's a propeller.
yes. No, that's Mercedes Benz.
No, Berlin,
BMW's got the
Berlin,
multicoast.
the Berlin Motor Works. That they specialized in plane engines before going into automobiles.
You for real, Sasha? I'm gonna check it out afterwards. I didn't know that about BMW. Big ups for that.
Yeah,
Big ups for that. Okay.
and I did not even know this, but uh, what motor car company powers our ships? When I took a tour, I was
Is it German?
no. Wait, hang on. Wait. Let me
I'm
double check.
wondering if it's Volkswagen or Volvo.
Nope.
Okay. It's not GM.
Hang on.
I got you. Because I'm thinking I think Mercedes Benz got the little tripod thing like the window. That's right. Mitsubishi made Japanese Zero. Okay. Rolls Royce, no shit.
Rolls Royce.
Yeah, I have heard that. I have heard
Rolls
that.
Royce.
I've heard that. I have heard that. Yeah.
Crazy, isn't it?
I have heard that. Yeah.
I was like, Rolls Royce powers the ships.
Rolls Royce got engines everywhere.
I did, man. It blew my mind.
Engines.
And then like the tanks, the tanks has a Cummins transmission, diesel transmissions.
Didn't know that.
Yeah.
I don't know.
And I think like some of the earlier tanks had the Allison transmission. And you know, Allison transmission, man, them things like you could throw a bomb at it, it still will not blow up. It would not blow up. I mean, it's like that is that tough. Allison transmissions are that tough. And then also too, like I always before I like when I came across Yamaha, I always thought like, you know, they're all about bikes, but I did not know till later on that they first started out with music instruments, like the pianos.
Yeah.
Pianos, they did music instruments
Yamaha,
before they got into motorcycles.
Yeah.
It's like, man, it's crazy.
Yeah.
I was like watching that documentary on Twist the Throttle. It was like on Twist the Throttle, they talk about the history of Honda, the history of you know, Honda started out with motorcycles before they got into cars.
Didn't know that. Factoids, ladies and gentlemen. Factoids. There you go. Factoids.
Mm-hmm.
It is.
Wow.
I didn't know half of this mess. Did y'all know Black Panther was made after a real person? I just found that out a couple weeks ago. Black Panther, T'Challa, King T'Chaka, and all them. The ruler.
He was created in the 80s.
No, the character made in the 60s by Stan Lee.
Yeah.
He literally did make it around the time of the Black Panther Party, but it was mainly made after Mansa Musa, who was the richest person in the world way back in the day. He was worth $400 million way back in the day.
Oh wow!
Yes, so that was pretty much the legacy of his life and made about him. And I saw that on a clip from Reza Islam. I didn't know that either. A lot of superhero characters were made after African people or African deities. Now, when y'all
with Moon Knight, that's all around the Egyptian.
I did notice that in the TV show. I didn't know nothing about Moon Knight before it came.
Did.
You the one that told me about it.
Yeah, because
it cost me Disney Plus for 2 years. I'm on your way.
It cost me $18 at the time, but it was like the Marvel Encyclopedia.
Gotcha.
That's how I came across Moon Knight. That's how I knew about him. I was like, oh, so that's when you heard me say before. I was like, you know, Marvel can do better, but I think it's all this like the lousy writing. But the thing is, they're not taking the time, and then they want to recycle some other stuff, and it's like, no, there's a lot of characters. There's a lot of characters that can be told, but they're not taking a deep dive and like learning and reading and understanding.
I think they are deep diving on some.
Because
I look into the characters afterwards, they have dug into some of the, and I give you X-Men 97. We talked about it last night. The last episode, remember when they went in the past?
Yeah.
Apocalypse.
Mm-hmm.
You know what his real name was before he was Apocalypse?
Amran
and Sabur or something like that.
Yeah.
That's on the deep dive of him. So they are digging. We just don't even realize or know most of it.
Yeah, but I'm just saying there's other characters. I mean, there were some characters that they just kind of briefly threw in there. But I'm like, oh, come on. I mean, like with Ghost Rider. I can't wait till they actually like take the time with that one, because apparently they're supposed to be bringing a faction. It's supposed to have like Ghost Rider, some other. It's like all like a biker gang, but it's like like Ghost Rider is like the leader.
Haven't heard of that. Now I know they are trying to bring as many Marvel characters back as they can. That's money and time.
Yeah,
but the real end game has every Marvel character in it. Now you got to realize how much money that's going to cost to create.
But also too, though, I mean, the Ghost Rider with Nicolas Cage, the very first one, I thought it was okay, but I think with all the other side characters that they were supposed to stop Ghost Rider, I think it just was they were done in 30 seconds. It's like,
Second one was
oh come on.
but I had to watch it again.
The second one, The Spirit of Vengeance, I did not like at all. I thought it was way too. Yeah, the Midnight Suns.
I never heard of them.
Yeah, the Midnight Suns.
Okay. Now the second one was trash to me, but I had to watch it again to see what they were doing. They
He was
did an
too
origin
radical in
story.
that one. I'm like, I was like, he was too erratic.
Well, but they had they did the origin, then they did the
And then
story.
and then and then
A
you
little
went
bit
from
more with
you went from the Easy Rider Chopper
them. Mhm,
to the Yamaha V Max.
mhm.
It's like that's not Ghost Rider style. He's always been on a chopper.
I just know he's a dead motherfucker with a flaming skull and a chain that'll mess you up on a
He's a
motorcycle with
devil's
tires.
bounty hunter.
Yeah, yeah. Hell, we need another Spawn. They're supposed to be working on that with Jamie Foxx.
Oh, they don't want to go with Michael J. White?
I heard that last year, the year before. That's the last that I heard about Spawn. We still waiting on another Blade.
That
Oh,
dude, Blade's getting scrapped. They might as well just go ahead and scrap it because you already had 2 or 3 different directors, and they all walked out on it, and
wow.
then they had to do rewrites, conflicts of interest, conflicts of styling, and budget,
Budget.
from what I understand.
I call cap on budget.
They went through 2 or 3 directors already.
I call cap on budget because the first Blade started the entire damn Marvel in the first damn place.
I understand that. That's why Deadpool, he said, "I'm the only one."
He is. Now, he may be too old to play that character now. He looked a little aged when Deadpool and Wolverine.
Well, yeah, granted, because one was Blade 3. That
Shit,
was
Blade
that was
1
like
was what, 98, 99?
yeah.
He didn't look, but I will say this: Wesley Snipes didn't look that old in Expendables 3.
I mean, he's been doing Pilates.
I'm just saying he didn't look that old in Expendables 3. So the idea I would present to him: bring in Sticky Fingers from another universe, do the
Mhm.
Marshall Ali aspect. But I don't know if they'll be able to do the moves that he did because those fight scenes were epic.
Yeah.
Those cannot be duplicated. Good luck with that. Good luck with that. So I can understand the complication. I want to say take your time, but people gonna get edgy and antsy. They really
Yeah,
are.
but the thing about it is, I think like how the superhero fatigue because they keep pushing out more and more and more and more. It's like we need a break.
No, we don't. We want this.
I mean, like what? The Thunderbolts are coming out next month.
Yes. Fantastic Four is due to come out.
Yeah.
Another Thor movie is due to come out. Apparently, there won't be another Deadpool. I just see that story. There won't be another Deadpool. I guess in the MCU, something happened.
Because of the whole because of what's going on right now.
Something happened with them and Ryan Reynolds. I don't know what it is. I really don't. Jonathan Majors should be coming back as Kang.
Yeah, but I think that ship is already sailed because you already built it up and then all of a sudden it plateaued. But however, though, he did make a comeback though because the movie he's currently doing right now is in theaters right now, called Magazine Dream. Basically, it's about being a bodybuilder.
Didn't know. Okay, I didn't know nothing about that one.
Yeah, I think he played like either Surgeon. I think he played like Surgeon Bray. I think.
Magazine Dreams.
Yeah, Magazine Dream.
That was a 2023 movie released. Oh, they made it in 2020. It's coming out. Oh shit, it's already out. You said that.
It's in
I didn't
theaters
hear
right now.
nothing about that.
Yeah, so so it has Jonathan Majors, Haley Bennett, Taylor Page, Harrison Page, Harriet Sansom Harris, and Michael Hearn. And it premiered at the Sundance Festival in 23. It was supposed to be released theatrically December 8th, 2023 by Searchlight, but the film was removed from its release schedule and dropped by the distributor in response to both of the SAG strike
Yes.
and the controversy surrounding Majors.
Yeah.
So basically, the premise is like Magazine Dreams follows the aspiring builder Killian Maddox, played by Majors, who struggles to find human connection in his exploration of celebrity and violence. Nothing deters him from his fiercely protected dream of superstardom, not even his doctors, who warn him of permanent damage that he causes himself with his quest.
Okay.
So yeah, so he plays Killian Maddox, an aspiring bodybuilder who struggles to find a human connection.
Okay. Okay. We'll check that out.
Yeah.
Have to check that out. What else is coming out soon? We said Thunderbolts.
Mm-hmm.
Folks, let me see what we got coming out. Coming soon. Thunderbolts. Come on, Minecraft. I ain't worried about Minecraft.
I'm almost done with season 5 of Star Trek Discovery.
Season 5?
Season 5.
I think I stopped at 2 or 3.
Dude, season 3, I struck. Man, season 3 was a struggle. I had to power through that one.
It's because that's just you.
No, man, like
2 movies coming out?
the storyline is just up and down and all over the place.
It's going to be. Discovery is whole new everything. That's
I
going
know, but and it's supposed to take place. See, the problem I have with Discovery is like it's supposed to take place 10 years before Captain Pike and Captain Kirk, but then you see their ship, and
Discovery happens before Pike and Kirk?
yeah,
I don't remember that. Okay.
yeah, it's supposed. So why does it look all sleek and futuristic? But then you look at the original series, and then you look at the Enterprise.
Enterprise, yeah.
Yeah, so that right there, that's one of the problems I have an issue with.
Okay.
Now I mean I'm okay with the concept of like the sport job, but then like later when they have that little episode, and then finally I'm like, okay, now it seems legit. But the thing about it was, when you look at all the history of it, you had before Captain Pike took control of the Enterprise, he got it from according to the lore, first Enterprise.
Ironheart is coming out June, it looks like.
Captain.
Marvel Zombies is coming out in October. Ooh, Spider-Man 4 should be coming. Wonder Man? Huh. Okay. Brave New World is out. Okay, Daredevil. That's already out. I don't know anybody who's seen that movie. Nobody's talking about it.
Daredevil Born Again?
Yeah, nobody's talking about it. There was a lot of anticipation about it, but I haven't heard it.
I have not seen it yet. I think I will do that tomorrow when I get home. After I get done helping my dad out doing what he's got to do.
Yeah, do that.
So let's see. Trying to find it here.
This is what Carmen calls dead space.
What?
The pause on the broadcast with nothing said.
Oh, the dead space?
Yes.
I'll say I'm looking. Calm down, y'all.
He's on the computer all damn day now. He can't remember that. But I get it.
No, actually, well, I was on it all day, like job hunting and everything. But
Wonder Man. Listen, I don't even know who Wonder Man is, dog. I'm just gonna wait to see the previews come out. That's all I'm saying. I'm just gonna wait to see how it goes, because I ain't even going to front. Sasha, do the draft. I want you there too, man. I plan on covering a little bit of the first round. You're more than welcome to come up next season. You're more than welcome to join the broadcast if you're available as well. I do appreciate you, man. Thank you for coming on, being in the chat, sharing it out as well. Thank you for that, man. Straight up. You know, it's very hard to get people to support you and be there. So I thank everybody who is here. Big ups to Random Rick as well. I've been on his show. He's jumped up every now and then. Nonsensical Nonsense. Glick, you're a meathead. Desiree, you already know. We from Haps. That's all it is to it. but
Yeah.
good snaps too.
But other than that,
And you got to answer,
huh?
huh? What was
And
you googling? What was you looking up?
oh, the very first Starfleet captain.
Pike.
No, apparently it was somebody before Pike.
There probably was somebody before Pike. That's true. Because Spock was probably supposed to be the captain of Enterprise when Pike went down, but they gave it to Kirk.
Robert April.
Never heard of him.
So so
Was he? Is he the one on Enterprise?
he was like in the in Strange New Worlds, he was an admiral, but Pike was his successor.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's like Robert. Yeah, because it said like Robert April.
We
20,
got
20
Jonathan Archer. He's the original Enterprise captain too.
yeah, for the NX series, but the first constitutional class was
Mhm.
Robert April for the Enterprise.
So for the Galaxy class, which is what the Enterprise is, correct?
It's a Constitution class.
Constitution and Constellation.
Constitution.
Now I'm going to Google.
I'm looking at it right here.
USS Enterprise, Star Trek.
Yeah, but Jonathan Archer was the NX-01 Enterprise.
Understood.
Yeah, the
Constitution.
NX-01.
Stand corrected. Constitution. You're correct. I thought it was Constellation class. You got me. You got me. You got me. You
Yeah.
got me. You got me. You got me.
So yeah,
Enterprise actually has a sister ship. I think it's the Yamato.
so on Enterprise you had the NX-01 Enterprise, and then the NX-02 was the Columbia, and then the NX-03 was the Challenger. Yeah, all named.
Space shuttles.
Yeah.
Then you got Discovery. Then you got Endeavor.
Mm-hmm.
Space shuttles.
Mm-hmm.
Gotcha.
But then after that, then you had like the Constitution class, then you had the Galaxy class, then you had this class, and then that class. But so far, I mean, you're still liking the NCC 1701 Delta.
Alpha, Bravo, Charlie, Delta, and I think there's an Echo.
Yeah. But which Enterprise did you like?
I'm gonna have to go with D. I gotta go with D.
That was the one that was in Generations that got torn up.
That was Next Generation.
Yeah.
It did get torn up in the movie, but it lasted through the whole Next Generation series.
Right.
C was the one that came back from time. B was the one that came after A were destroyed in Wrath of Khan, I believe.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, B was
Yes, y'all, we are Trekkies.
Yeah, because like in Generations, that was the NC 1701B. That was the Excelsior class.
Was that the B in Generations? Yeah, it was, because they went back to the old.
Yeah. Like because Kirk fell in the Nexus.
Yes.
I don't know. I mean, it's
That was
gonna.
a voyage. You're correct.
Yeah.
You're correct.
But still, though, so this is gonna sound. I mean, everybody thinks like because all the ones that we've seen so far, I was like, honestly, my favorite Enterprise, the NX-01.
Okay.
Honestly, because it was like the very beginning of it, but on the interior of the ship, it looks like you're in an actual like one of the ships. Like either you're in a battleship, a destroyer, but just how you look at the design and everything.
Yes.
I was like that right there. It kind of makes it feel more. It feels more organic to me. And that's what even though it goes up to Warp 5 and, still it was like the very first Warp 5 engine and everything.
The NX-O what?
The NX-01.
That's the one from before the Enterprise episodes, right?
That was the Enterprise, Star Trek Enterprise.
Okay. Excuse me. I'm gonna have to go in a minute. I can feel us acting up already.
Yeah. But, I mean, apparently then on Picard, then you had like the Titan that resembled the
They hijacked that shit, yeah.
Yeah. I haven't
I
got
got
to
you.
Picard. I have not gotten to Picard yet. So once I get done with season 5 of Discovery, then I'm going to Picard.
I think I stopped on season 2 or 3 of Discovery. And I think I stopped on season 2 of Strange New
And
Worlds.
I think, I think like in June, I think like mid June, that's when season 3 of Strange New Worlds come out.
Yeah, that one's going kind of crazy. I'm gonna wrap this up. It's time for me to get done. Uh, what's today? Monday.
Monday.
See how tomorrow night goes. Actually, I might run some music tomorrow night. I've been kind of getting back into my mode a little bit.
Got
Like I
it.
said, I gotta do after work. You dig up on COVID since you're home and you ain't doing nothing, please.
I'm job hunting during the day, man. What about COVID?
What I've been trying to do past year and a half, 2 years.
Other than that, we realize now that it was like false.
I'll do it myself.
We were all misled.
I'll do it myself.
We were all misled on COVID.
I'll do it myself. Sasha, appreciate you coming through. Random, appreciate you coming through. Desiree, appreciate you coming through. Brian, wrap this up. I'm going to bed.
All right. Thank you for joining in, everybody, and all around of all the other channels that you're watching this from. So we'd like to thank you for tolerating us one more night. But other than that, y'all have a good one. From Texas, from Georgia, we are out. Good night.
Thank you to all watching live. Thank you to everybody checking out the replays. Thank you to everybody sharing. I appreciate each and every last one of y'all. Holla at your boy. Linktree, Tony that original. Please follow those links. Jump on, like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You will be seeing me again. You'll be seeing us again. It's my boy. Drive me nuts, but we got to do this. We got to. We got to. Besides just talking politics, because this guy here, I'm out of here. Y'all take care, man.